Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Bad Light Gamer, and today's video is kind of a second part to our how we did our character creation that I did last Tuesday. So this Tuesday, even though I do not believe we're going to be playing Daggerheart today, I wanted to release the connections part because I feel like the connections are really goofy and really funny. So if you're unaware, in Daggerheart, there's this connection part of your character sheet where before the game starts, you're supposed to ask players like one or a few of the questions on your character sheet so that you guys can create a backstory. And, as weird as some of the questions were, we actually did make a story using some of those questions. It was actually really funny. And there's a lot of really great parts here. So I wanted to release this so you guys could see it and, enjoy with us everything that we went through when it came to the connections. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Here is past me and my group talking about our connections.
I have a good idea for my connections if you want me to just roll into that.
Sure, since you seem so eager.
Okay. So I think this is just a fun dynamic between a halfling and a giant. So, Cameron, what fear am I helping you to overcome?
Oh no. Uh I am afraid of drowning. I've never had to deal with deep water before in my life. So the thought of never touching the bottom actually terrifies me.
All right. Booter, I think I like this one. How did we know each other long before this party came together?
You said you were like taking on jobs and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we ended up taking on a few jobs together as I was sort of leaving my tribe to go on my journey. I had to find some way to make money and also get to where I need to go. So things like guarding a caravan from one city to the next and like helping a merchant out every once in a while was very useful. Just an easy way for me to make my dough, and I think we got along well enough, so we took on a few jobs together.
Suzanne, what mundane thing off the battlefield do you usually help me with?
Probably polishing armor, as I am very particular and seeing a bit of dirt drives my OCD up the wall.
Alex,
What's up?
what mundane thing off the battlefield do you usually help me with?
Probably for his own sake, just because it genuinely makes him happy to do it. Literally, just anything that you would not think to do, would not want to do yourself. Uh, just picking things up around, cleaning basic things, menial work. As literally, I have a +3 experience to menial work. That was what I was created to do. It is what my programming is to do.
All right, you're my little word. Got it.
It is that's just kind of my base existence, is just kind of to do that.
And I think this one's pretty appropriate. Alicia, what fear am I helping you to overcome?
I wonder.
Am I teaching a swimming class to both of you? Is that what it is? Because that would
Yep.
be
Yeah.
amazing. All right. Hey, Slug, how do we know each other long before this party came together?
I think I was tracking down my sister because I wanted to meet with her, and we were on a job of someone who was been publicly defacing buildings for some reason in really strange ways, and that just happened to be the trail that led me to my sister.
I'm sorry, Cam, I forgot your character's name. But what friendly competition do we have?
Well, because we both have been taking swimming lessons with Devin's character. I'm going to say we have splashing contests. I always win.
Oh,
Or bigger.
These hands,
Size.
they're so big.
This is an unfair competition.
Yeah, you said a
Yeah.
tidal wave at someone who's afraid of water.
It's fucked up.
What do you have to ask me to keep an eye out for? And why are you so worried about it?
As has been very noted, you're scared of water. You know what's really bad to do around somebody who is hydrophobic, and like swimming and all that? Adding on an extra level of fear. Hello, my entire element is electricity. You know what's highly conductive? I channel electricity inherently with chaotic magics. Please watch out around me. I don't want to accidentally electrocute you. Anyways,
sure.
here's a towel. I've prepared stations for both of you to like dry off. There's snacks over here. You know, menial work.
Towels
to
are
think-
always so small.
Gate
I'm
number
working.
4.
I'm working to knit you a very big one.
Okay, Devin.
Yeah.
What have you asked me to keep an eye out for, and why are you so worried about it?
I've probably asked you to actually keep an eye out, as you seem to be particularly good with directions. Any information that you have on Zabalba, the city of golden dreams, is the reason why I'm worried about it is it's a legendary place I've always wanted to visit, and it's particularly special to me because my grandpa would tell me stories about it in my childhood.
Why do you act differently when we're alone than when others are around?
I think some parts of you, I see within you pieces of my brother who I looked up to and admired, and I know you can become someone just like him. And so I always sort of want to push you to do better and better yourself, but also I have a sort of longing when I'm around you for someone who can no longer be.
Slug.
Hi.
Why do you act differently when we're alone than when others are around?
Due to your free-spirited nature, you remind me of home, something I wish I could go back to, but I have a purpose out here, and I cannot.
Suzanne. What friendly competition do we have?
Who can draw the best penises on walls?
You know what? Actually, yeah, that would be a competition. Who can do the best graffitied dick?
Yes.
Everyone, I'd like to make a disclaimer. My brother never did graffiti of penises on walls. That
That
part
you
is
know
not my
of.
brother.
That's the part that brings you back to reality.
Really kills the mood for me.
Booter, what promise did you make me agree to should you die on the battlefield?
I think that seeing your sort of gentle and also valiant nature, I think I asked you to, if I were to be unable to complete my quest for some reason, to take the child I am responsible for and deliver him to his father, wherever that may be.
Cam, same question, directed at you. If you die, what promise must I keep?
Kill that
Take down
motherfucking fraud.
Take down motherfucking Mark Ribbiton. Just remember who I am. Remember that I'm not the terrible person that Mark Ribbiton has made me out to be. I want at least someone to know that I didn't do terrible things.
Alex,
What's good?
why do you ask me so many questions about my god?
Cause like, listen. Statistically, I don't know this in game terms. My knowledge is -1. I wasn't programmed with any knowledge on the outside world other than the job I was programmed to do. And now that I'm out here, able to do shit with chaotic magic and this weird idea and notion of freedom, shit's weird and kind of cool, but a little scary. So, I'm interested and curious and weirded out and curious.
Alicia, same question to you. Why do you ask me so many questions about my god?
I've never really looked into them. Since you're here, I just gotta ask a bunch of questions about them. No time like the present.
Devin,
Needs.
Who have you told me is more important to save here than yourself?
I want you to save Gate 4 for me.
Oh,
He has so much left to learn, and he's only got started his journey. If you have to make a decision, go for Gate 4.
Aw.
Aw.
Cute.
And Suzanne. Promise did you make me agree to, should you die on the battlefield?
That you would take me home so that I could at least be buried next to our parents.
Oh,
Fair enough.
I'm out here beefing with a frog, and you all have family bonds and sentimental stories.
We're gonna kill that frog.
Oh yeah,
no,
we
don't
are.
get me wrong. We're gonna share these stories together, but we're also gonna kill this fucking frog with you. Hand in hand. He's gonna be a dead man or a dead
Yeah.
frog.
First off, Slug, what small gift did you give me that you notice I still carry with me?
A more comfortable baby Bjorn than the one you previously had.
Suzanne, Devin,
Yes, yes.
how did I save your life the first time we met?
All right, so we met while we were doing stuff together. I am gonna say, you actually intervene yourself to take a very, as I'm a pretty rambunctious guy and tend to like run up on a lot of enemies. I think you took a pretty serious blow that would have wounded me deeply, but shrugged it off like it was nothing.
My good friend Cam, how did I save Iggy's life the first time we met?
You know, I was kind of hoping you'd ask this question to me, actually, after I heard it.
I've thought very deeply about which questions I would ask who.
After Iggy got ostracized, he's been kind of running it rough. Kind of a back alleyway, not deals necessarily, but like just dealing with people. He's very easy to spot and very easy to like make a mark. I was having a not so great fight with a bunch of like thugs, and you stepped up and you fought with me shoulder to shoulder, and one of the guys pulled a knife and you took it, and ever since we've been close friends. And you also busted that guy's arm up when his arm broke after stabbing you.
Oh, Alicia, you filthy liar, you. What
What?
lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe?
That I took on 10 people in a fight. He is definitely weak and cannot throw a punch worth shit.
I completely believe it. I mean, there's no reason to lie about that. And, like, you remind me of my brother, who I respect deeply and would never lie to me.
Oh.
And-
Oh,
And he
no.
could definitely take on 10 people in a fight, so... Anyway. Hey, Alex.
That's good.
What is a small gift that Gate 4 gave me that you notice I still carry with me?
It is probably something for that baby you bring around. Something. I think honestly, like a day or so into like, depending on when you found the fucking kid that you are gonna drag around this adventure, you one day found a assortment of methods of carrying around a child, like ways of just like hands-free carrying. Just they're it's nothing that would be like very sentimental items. They're all incredibly useful.
I appreciate that.
Alright, bud, just steal my baby Bjorn idea. Fucked up.
Well, it sounds like Gate 4 did a lot more for this baby than you did with the baby Bjorn, if I'm being completely
I
honest.
handcrafted that baby Bjorn. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah,
I don't know,
well,
he just came up. He also will just every once in a while just take care of the baby because that's also counts as menial work.
what lie has Trick told me about herself that I absolutely believe?
That's so good.
I have convinced you that all children believe that you are a tree when they see you for the first time.
That's so sad. I'm very tree-esque. I have a canopy of sorts, but I'm very tall. It's true. It's a common misconception amongst children that mushroom people are actually trees, which, I mean, I can't blame them. They're children, but I'm not a tree.
I love that a lot.
Okay, Alex, go ahead.
All right. Preemptive apologies for how pathetic all of these questions are.
Aw.
Like, what the fuck is with the sorcerer?
It weirdly fits his backstory, but it is weird that it's all sorcerers.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Cam.
Yeah.
Why do you trust me so deeply?
You went through the same thing that I did, pretty much. You were doing your thing, being a good gate, and some guy just ruined it for you and has kind of taken it away. Though while you took a more liberated route with it, I've resented mine more. I see the good in what you do, and a part of me wishes I could be better. I'm just too filled with hate.
Hey,
Hate
Suzanne.
for a stupid little frog man.
Yep.
What did I do that makes you wary of me?
You are helpful in an uncomfortable fashion for Trick. She's not used to having someone constantly asking her if she can need something, so she's very wary of someone going, hey, is there something you need? Can I get you anything?
Alright, Booter. Why do we
Hello.
keep our shared past a secret?
Oh my god.
You know, what's a this is, I don't want this to like influence anybody's decision, but I do like the idea that maybe you remember because you opened a gate for him once, but he doesn't remember you.
That makes sense. That's the only way to fucking answer this stupid question.
I had a different answer, but I do like that. My original answer was going to be that you were like helping me out at wherever you worked when I was doing something there on my travels, and like someone used your helpfulness against me to like slight me and betray me, but I'm like, I know this isn't your fault. This is just sort of how you are and all that, and so I don't want to hold it against you, and I know that it's not your fault. I don't blame you, but also I don't want other people to think lesser of you. But I do like to just, I don't know who you are. You opened a door for me one time.
I did open. That was my job. I opened the door. You walked up. I said hello. You said hello. I opened the door. I closed it behind you.
And every time you think back on our shared past, it reminds you too deeply of the good days, and it's too painful to think so vividly of it.
I just like look wistfully up at the sky, and then we get the flashback scene of me opening a door and then closing it, and I look down and there's like an oil tear, and it's like that was it.
It cuts out to me with everyone else like, do you guys think Gate 4 looks at me a little weird every time? Did I do something wrong to make Gate 4, I don't know, sad?
I'm sorry that this derailed it, but it's so funny.
It's
Like
the
that,
it,
yeah.
it's the best one. You did it.
Good job, Devin.
And as such, I'm not gonna ask that question again because I
You
think
don't have
it's
to.
I also just
'Cause that
don't
would
think
be
it's
it.
a good question. Like
I think the other option would be the funniest option, which is ask it to all of us, and the answer is exactly
like
the same.
there's some situation. You've all been to the city, and I've opened a door for all of you.
It was so much more
No one
meaningful to you
remembers
than it
you.
was for any of us.
You just
It
love hanging
makes
out
sense.
around this party because we all have this shared history together, and it so deeply connects us, and we all know your glory days and what you're aiming for, so we can better understand you, and none of us have any idea who you are.
It makes a lot of sense for him because, like, truly and utterly, those were his happiest days. Were doing the thing he was created to do, and he was at his happiest. Got to meet new people. He had a really nice paycheck. He just he was just in a nice city. Everything was great. Hey, Slug,
Hey,
why do you trust me so deeply?
because I see you as a being that is really innocent in your questions that you've asked me about my god, and I like that good that I see in you. And I genuinely believe that you cannot do evil.
Can't wait to prove you wrong.
Oh.
Do I want to put Alicia on the spot?
Do it.
Yes.
Wow.
It's always morally correct to do
Why do
so.
you keep our shared past a secret?
Oh.
Fable seems like someone who would remember the doorman.
That's true. Hmm.
Do you remember the good old days where there was one time that I opened the door for you and I told you to like, I maybe said something and you said you too, but the situation
Yeah.
didn't call for a you too, so you said it awkwardly and realized right after.
Fable keeps it a secret because, like, as he was walking in, his pants caught on the door and completely fell down, and it was so embarrassing.
No. He's just
You
like,
gotta do
here's
it
the
like
door
that.
for you, sir. You too.
God.
I can never go to that gate again.
And to this
Yep.
very day.
And Gate keeps it a secret because he wants to spare your embarrassment. He knows how uncomfortable you were.
Yes.
And he thinks about it every day. He
Yeah,
remembers.
that's exactly what
I
happened.
was programmed with perfect memory of everybody I encounter at the gate.
Game memory. It's
I
one of
have
your
perfect
experiences.
memory.
You have an entire file in your memory just dedicated to people who said you to when it wasn't applicable.
If I meet somebody when doing a menial task, I have perfect memory of them. Mainly, I have perfect records of just every encounter I have opening a door for somebody. And there are so many U2s, you don't understand. I have a whole subfolder of the U2.
Is your storage getting full?
It's a lot. It's more than you'd think. And then Devin, why do you trust me so deeply?
I think I see a lot of a young myself in you, and the fact that you're like curious and interested in a bunch of things, and just kind of like seeing you. There's just a innocence there that that I enjoy, so I trust you implicitly.
I can't wait to melt somebody with electricity in front of you. And then
Oh
turn
my
to you.
God.
Did I do good? Oh, gee whiz.
Alrighty, let's start with Iggy.
Okay.
What did I recently convince you to do that got us both in trouble?
Oh no. So we were in a town recently with a very pompous and annoying mayor who's like overly showboaty for no reason. Like the town's not even that big. And the doors to the town hall are like ostentatiously way too big. So, me being as tall as I am, you asked me to put a bucket at the top to fall on his head. Not realizing really the implications of how far the bucket drops. And we nearly killed the town mayor. We sat
I
in
love
prison
it.
for a few days.
The more I learn about you, the more I think the frog might not be lying about everything. Like all good lies are based on truth.
It wasn't my fault, okay?
Alright, Slug,
Hi.
what's the dumbest thing I have ever stolen for you?
For me or from me?
For you.
Oh, shit.
That's a very hard question to ask the holy pious character.
One of my knitting needles broke, and it was during a rough time where I didn't really have much money, and I really needed like a knitting needle to finish the baby Bjorn for Booter's character. So I had you steal one for me.
Our duel.
Hi.
What did I recently convince you to do that got us both in trouble?
I think you sort of like tricked me into it where there was like a group of ruffians around who you were sort of beefing with, and you were like, come talk to these guys, show them the error of their ways. I was like, all right, I can do that. And when I went over there, they were very much not willing to talk to us in a calm manner, and it very quickly devolved into a full fist fight.
Okay. Fable.
Yes.
What have I discovered about your past that I hold secret from the others?
Okay. So he used to work at this hunting guide thing, and he was really embarrassed because they made him do the stupidest shit and they treat him like crap. And the reason why he wants you to keep it a secret, he just wants to put that behind him. Like, that job was so bad, and it'll crush his ego if anybody else found out where he used to work.
Gate 4.
Mm-hmm.
What have I convinced you to do that got us in trouble?
I feel like you got me to participate in some good old-fashioned vandalism, where you discovered that, oh yeah, by the way, Gate 4 is also very good at drawing dicks on things, because he can do it with perfect mechanical precision and speed.
He makes
And
photorealistic.
Photorealistic.
it is like, you know, when you it's like a printer. He just, like, his arm goes out like like it's really quick, like really fast, and he does it in like a second or two. But it's like, and then he turns, he's like, oh look, I did it. And you just like, and you're like, we're taking down some asshole like rich guy, and you know, we're getting to work. You finish like a couple of graffiti pieces, you turn, and the entire wall is covered in just dicks. And it's been 5 minutes. And yeah, we got arrested for that because what was going to be just some minor like shenanigans got turned into a much larger case.
And lastly, Vinyas.
Yes.
What is the dumbest item I have ever stolen for you?
I think the dumbest item, and it's kind of funny, is just a chocolate bar. Just something so mundane, but I like looked at it one day and was like, oh, I don't have the money for this. And suddenly you showed up with it later.
And finally, last but not least, my questions. I got some good ones here. Trick. What secret about yourself have you trusted only me with?
That she hates the color black and she actually prefers clothes that are pretty and frilly.
That's so embarrassing.
She's a rogue. She's got to keep her cred.
Gate.
Was it
What
good?
favor have I asked of you that you're not sure you can fulfill?
That's an interesting question. I feel like it's specifics that's like immediately harder to come to, because I feel like my immediate thought is something that is immediately crossing his programming of what is considered a menial task, and like any clashing of the programming there of like, you are my friend, I will help, menial task, I must kill this fucking frog.
I said jokingly to you one time, if you ever see this guy, just give him a good stab for me. And you took it seriously.
And every night he stares at the photo, trying to convince him that this is a menial task. It's like opening a door. What is a stab but a small door?
What is a knife but a small doorknob?
You mime stabbing someone, and you're like, yes, this is the same movement for closing a door.
I mean, he doesn't sleep. He is a robot. It's just, you walk in his room like a specific hour, 3 to 4 a.m. That is the stare at the picture of the frog.
You know what's the funniest part is? It's you reaching, you're doing the motions with a dagger, but it's reaching for a doorknob and twisting.
Yeah.
Oh god. And as well, I'm showing it on screen now. Here's what the ribbits, that's the ancestry look like. So just
I do
imagine
love
this
them.
guy, only with like an evil mustache.
do
Oh, I
love
want
them
to stab
so
him
much
already.
because
I
they're
hate
literally
this
like
guy.
that art is literally just the Frog Knight from Chrono Trigger, and I
Yeah.
love that guy. I love him. He's such a fun character.
He's so great.
Same question, actually. What favor have I asked of you that you're not sure you can fulfill? Bonus points if it's not stabbing Mr. Ribbit.
I think that you asked me to help you, like, doing something like really petty with, like, in relation to this, or like helping you get back at this person, and I really just want to help you, like, let go of the anger you feel and, like, be at peace with yourself and realize that this doesn't have to define you. And I want to sort of lead you away from this, but you keep bringing it back to the frog every time. I just want you to know you're more than this frog.
Slug,
Yes.
what secret about yourself have you trusted only me with?
I'm afraid of heights.
That's terrible considering you have wings.
Yes. Because I see you're such an approachable guy, and I see you struggling with your fear of not being able to touch the bottom. So, like, I can relate to you in that way.
Not being able to touch the bottom, but in air.
Yeah. The moment my feet leave the ground, oh god, oh fuck.
Honestly, flying is just the land version of swimming, you know?
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah. Secretly, though, I haven't told you this, but I don't understand your fear of heights whatsoever. I'm literally staring like 10 feet down all the time. I don't know what your problem is. Alicia, I forgot your character's name. I apologize.
Fable. No, you're
Fable.
good.
Oh,
Fable.
Fable, you're right, yeah. What weird hobby or strange fascination do we both share?
Oh, that's funny, because we try to constantly one-up each other. And we have to make everything a competition. Like, even like the most mundane thing. Like getting to the door first, or...
Or a splash contest.
Yeah, or whoever
splash
can eat the fastest.
All right, Vinyas. What weird hobby or strange fascination do we both share?
You could make this something so embarrassing that Cam has to agree to.
I think, especially in like the adventurers mindset, we have to eat the weirdest thing on the menu wherever we go. To say that we've tried out the different culinary choices of different places.
That's fair. I'm very inquisitive. I'm always curious. Anytime something with legs comes out, I'm just like, I gotta try it. I don't handle strange foods well though. And that's going to be it for this video. Kind of abruptly cut off because I wasn't expecting to cut up the video the way I was going to, but this just made the most sense. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to see all things tabletop, well, then this is the channel to be on. So subscribe, follow, or like, or whatever. I don't even remember what platform I'm on anymore now these days. Just hopefully interact with the video so that other people get a higher chance of seeing it. Really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Good luck with your games. Leave the bad luck to me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.